Adam, the White Hair Master. Season 2. Episode 17. The result just achieved was beyond Adam's expectations, so he felt very happy. From this, he gained another experience in the use of talismans. Adam felt very happy. He was no longer passively fighting the zombie cat's heart. He immediately put his hand in his pocket, took 2 more talismans in both hands. With great agility and precision, Adam stuck the talisman in his hand over the heads of the zombie cats that charged at him. Looking at Adam's movements, you might think this is a simple thing. Still, if you think carefully about the cat's speed, you can see all of Adam's abilities. Now Adam understood why his master had told him to carry many spells with him whenever he went out. This advice helped Adam in this case. If he didn't follow his master's instructions, only carrying a few talismans, then in front of a large number of zombie cats, Adam would certainly not be able to manage. After a few short minutes, nearly 24 zombie cats were taken down by Adam. At this time, they were left with only normal corpses lying on the ground, creating a very strange scene. Surely if anyone saw this scene, they would have exclaimed in surprise. In Adam's eyes, these cats are pitiful, although destroying them is a must, but Adam is not happy at all. Adam was even more determined to destroy the mage by looking at the cat corpses lying on the ground. Time does not allow, so Adam decides to find Sarah's grandfather first. After solving everything, he will later bury the cats. Calculating the passage of time, Adam blamed himself for spending so much time with the cats. Adam was extremely worried, not knowing if Sarah's grandfather was in any danger at this time, so Adam ran as fast as he could into the building. Not far into the building, Adam was startled by what was in front of him. It was the corpse of a man, who died in a position with his back against the wall, his head and chest still full of deep holes. Looking at the body, Adam immediately realized that this person had died at the hands of Sarah's grandfather. Taking a closer look, Adam discovered that these people were not ordinary people. From the next corpses that Adam encountered, he realized that these people had been dead for a long time. Accordingly, they had been turned into zombies like the cats Adam had just dealt with. This made Adam even more worried about the safety of Sarah's grandfather. Following the corpses lying on the floor, Adam ran back to the stairs leading upstairs. But when he reached the place, the only thing that Adam encountered was only dead bodies. The figure of Sarah's grandfather was still completely absent. This made Adam even more worried. He kept running up the stairs, floor after floor. Although he was exhausted from constantly running up the stairs, Adam knew he couldn't stop. When he reached the 4th floor, the scene in front of him could not help but startle Adam. In front of him was a large and aggressive group of undead. They tried to surround Sarah's grandfather in the middle to attack. The situation is not too dangerous, and it seems that Sarah's grandfather is struggling quite hard. Sarah's grandfather acted extremely quickly and decisively. Even though he was surrounded very tightly, he still found a way to prevent the undead from attacking him. Sarah's grandfather chose to attack the head and chest, causing the undead to be instantly destroyed when hit. Seeing this scene, Adam couldn't help but be surprised. It was only now that he was able to fully visualize the abilities of the swordsman. Sarah's grandfather could be said to have been classified as a pensioner, but his strength and agility are even Adam thought to be difficult to overcome. He thought to himself, until now, Sarah's grandfather was still so brave. He didn't know how fiercely Sarah's grandfather still acted when he was young. The sight made Adam's blood boil with excitement. He immediately approached to join the battle with Sarah's grandfather. Adam asked if Sarah's grandfather was hurt anywhere. He said as he reached into his pocket to find the talismans, He calculated that he would use them to deal with the undead here. But as soon as he put his hand in his pocket, Adam was startled. He had already used up all the talismans he had brought with him. Seeing Adam's confused expression, Sarah's grandfather knew something was wrong, so he spoke up to Adam. He said that if he didn't have a charm, he could use a demon rope or something like that to stop these ferocious zombies. After listening to Sarah's grandfather's warning, Adam took out the demon rope he was still carrying. At the same time, he also moved closer to the undead. Sarah's grandfather saw this and said that Adam focused on controlling the undead. He would carry out the task of destroying them. The appearance of Adam helped Sarah's grandfather a lot. Now he no longer had to worry about being attacked by the undead from behind, but focused all his attention on dealing with the undead in front of him. Adam also understood this, so he coordinated with Sarah's grandfather in a very precise way. Just like that, two people, one young and one old, rolled into the midst of the ferocious zombies. In addition to the duty of looking after Sarah's grandfather's back, Adam was constantly moving around. He used the demon rope in his hand to tie the undead, because this rope was impregnated with cinnabar, so no matter how much he struggled, the undead could not escape. Very quickly, the zombies were tied up by Adam and gathered in one place. As for Sarah's grandfather, after slaying the last unbound undead, seeing that Adam had successfully controlled many zombies, he immediately brought his finger to his mouth and bit hard. While Adam was trying to keep the undead from moving around, Sarah's grandfather used his blood to draw a talisman on the floor. It seemed that Sarah's grandfather surprised Adam more and more with his abilities. After successfully controlling the zombies, another question caused Adam to ask Sarah's grandfather. Unlike the cats out there, these zombies are humans. There's no way the mage would kidnap and kill so many people without anyone knowing. To answer Adam's question, Sarah's grandfather told him to look at the feet of the undead. Adam did as Sarah's grandfather said, looking down at the feet of the undead. Among them, he noticed that some had a small tag on their leg. Adam immediately understood. This is the kind of card with the names of those taken to the morgue. The mage stole these corpses from the morgue and brought them here to cast spells. Sarah's grandfather continued to explain to Adam that the bodies without a name tag died but were not taken to the morgue. After they died, the evil mage followed into digging the graves of those poor people to steal the bodies. It was from this that Sarah's grandfather was able to investigate the whereabouts of the evil mage. While Adam and Sarah's grandfather were talking, a strange smell wafted over. It was very light at first, but it got stronger and stronger, which caught Adam's attention. He asked Sarah's grandfather if he recognized the smell. Without waiting for Sarah's grandfather to answer, Adam immediately recognized the smell. It was an anesthetic made from human corpses. His master had talked about it before. Adam immediately put his hand over his nose, and he did not forget to warn Sarah's grandfather to immediately hold his breath. But by the time Adam looked towards Sarah's grandfather, he was nowhere to be seen. His surroundings immediately became pitch black, so much so that he couldn't even see his fingers when he stretched out his hand in front of his face. Adam called out, but there was no answer. Adam knew that he and Sarah's grandfather had been separated. Somehow, he couldn't understand. Looking around, Adam understood that while his vision was so limited, it was easy to be attacked by surprise, so he took extreme precautions. Sure enough, not long after, Adam discovered from the darkness came the sound of heavy footsteps. Through that sound, Adam guessed that what was coming was something huge. A ghostly pale blue appeared. Adam realized that this light was coming from the body of an extremely large demon. Looking at its shape, Adam knew that it and the demon that had controlled Sarah's sister before were the same types. But the demon in front of Adam had probably eaten a lot of people already. Hence, it was no longer just a baby demon but became an adult demon. As soon as it saw Adam, it immediately swung its large hand up to attack him. This demon's body must be more than 4 meters. Still, its speed is amazingly agile, different from its sluggish appearance when walking. Adam showed no fear, but facing such a giant demon, he couldn't think of a way to deal with it.